Hello everybody, Brenda here. Happy Friday to you all. I think I have my act together a little bit. I am going to be a little bit incoherent today, which probably isn't unusual, but I am running today on about 3 hours of sleep, but I wanted to at least get some of this started so you guys could get with it and start putting yours together. So, in case you're new, this is the folio that I made that people want a make of. So, that is what we're doing. I think to begin with, I'll let you know, and this came to my attention through one of my subbies, that I didn't tell you how tall this is. So, now, this was before around 8 1/4, but because my digital kit is 5 by 7 pages, I am going to, I cut my base down to 7 1/2, I think. Yes, I cut my base down to 7 1/2, so my 5 by 7 digitals would fit better on the pages of the base. And my digital came from Cherish Horse Graphics, and that is Woodland Christmas. Very, very pretty digital. So for the front, actually, I'm going to take this off because I want you to get it together first before we do anything else. So, yes, I did a little bit of playing. I couldn't help myself. So, let's start from the base, and we will go from there. This envelope right here comes out. And if you want to do this, or if you're using the same digital, what I did here, this is the envelope that I told you we would be putting right on this side of the base. And what I did was, the way these digitals are made, they have lots of would-be windows if you just cut right out there, which is what I did here. So what I did was cut out the window here, and I chose this as my base for the envelope, and then cut out the window, put on some acetate from packaging, added that, and made a little bind there, a little spine on for it, and tucked the spine underneath the picture, and then glued the picture down. So you have this little envelope that has a front that opens up, and that is how I made that. I got the idea and I had to do it. I couldn't wait, so I just put it together. And if you want to do that, that's how I did it. And I just collaged the back and put washi tape down the side here where the other side of the spine came out. So that's how I did that, and I love how it turned out. So that's the envelope. Okay, so we have our base. Okay, the envelope is going to go between the base at about right there, however you want it. So that is going to be sewn in right along there. Now, when you go to sew, don't forget to lift up these sides, and you're going to sew right down there, right along here, And then on this side, you will have this, which is, for mine anyway, this is about a little over 7. It's in between 7 1/4 and 7 1/2. So, because I wanted it a little, a little bit shorter than the 7 1/2. And this on mine is 5 1/4. So this all together is going to be 5 3/4, because you want to have enough to fold in to put inside your base. So that's going to slide in right there. Okay, and then when you go to sew, you'll be sewing down here, across, and up here. Just make sure that your flaps are out while you're sewing. The top, we don't sew at all, because those are our pockets at the top where we put our little cards. So don't sew the top at all. So you all know that I can't really sew online, so I will get this done sewn offline, but I wanted to let you know how it was going to come together. So this part, which is the flap, okay, that, actually, let me start with this part. Okay, this part is about 4 1/2, and then you have the little 1/2 inch binding area, spine area on here. And what you're going to do, and this is just a piece that I put on the top to make the little pocket here. So what you're going to do with this one is glue this down first before we lay our paper on top of it. So make sure that this is glued down before you put any papers down. So that will go there. This is the little pocket that's on top. And then this is our flip up, which will be glued down here underneath again. And this will flip up and down here. This will be underneath here. I hope I'm making sense to y'all. So basically, I think all you need to worry about right now is sewing your envelope on over here, and your flip out over here has to be sewn. So when we leave, go ahead and sew down here, across, and up. And I used a, let's see, I did this stitch, okay? Now you can do just the plain single stitch, it's up to you. So, you know, however you decide you want to do it. I'll probably cut this down just a tidbit more because it's still sticking up just a little bit. And also, it's up to you if you want to, gosh, I can't think of my words today. I'm so sorry. If you want to round the corners, that's up to you also. Okay, so we're going to get those sewn in after. And then, let's see, where did I put that? On the, yeah, on the inside. Okay, so here, after you get this sewn in, right here is where we're going to put our waterfall. Okay, that will fit right on this page. To make your waterfall, what I did was cut 2 pieces of cardstock, and that's vanilla cardstock, and they're both the same size to start with. So you cut one at 9 1/4 by 4 1/4, okay? Cut them both the same size to begin with. And then this one, you're going to put in your scoreboard. So you're going to score this one at 2. Take that out, and you're going to put your other piece in and score that at 4. So 1 at 2 and 1 at 4. Fold, fold, and then tuck your 4 right under your 2, and that makes your waterfall. And then once we get the picture on, or you can probably sew it before, I just sew right across the top with a single stitch, okay? So then, to make your waterfall, set these aside. Did I tell you also we're gonna, we have a pocket for the back, and we'll be sticking this pocket on, whoop, probably off screen. We'll be sticking this pocket on the back eventually. But for now, I just need you to get your, your piece sewn together. So right here, we're putting the waterfall. So I'm not sure what part of my page. This is going to be my front. There was two fronts for this. I can't remember now where it is. Oh, okay. So I had 2 fronts for the front of the folio, and one is journal. They're the same picture, but one is journal and one is Christmas greetings. I decided on the Christmas greetings for the front, and I think I will do this page to make the waterfall. Now, this is a little longer, so I might end up trimming it to the same size, because what you have is your picture. Your picture will follow down, so it wants to come together as like a puzzle. So that's how your waterfall will be. And then at the bottom, I put this little piece here to tie your string, and that holds your pages down here. So I think I'm going to try doing that with this, but I think I want my waterfall to be about the same size, so I'm going to maybe cut it down. Maybe right about here, I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to trim that off right now. Okay, so what you're going to do to make your waterfall is the first piece, and I usually glue it down so it's centered. So you want your picture centered. So I am going to take my glue stick. I'm going to pull this out for right now, just so I can get this down. I'm going to take my glue stick and piece of paper here and glue. And then you want to set your page so it's about in the center where you want it. Probably about right there. Okay. So that's going to be your first one. And then what I will do is cut as straight as you can cut. Now, if you don't think that you can cut real straight, you can use your cutter, your paper cutter. So we need to cut right along this line here. Okay, so we got that, and then we cut the sides. Okay, so that's your first one. Okay, then for your second piece, I try to keep this as straight as possible, but I'm not too good at straightness. So for your second piece, you're going to start your glue right here and glue all this and set this like a puzzle right up to your first picture and glue that right down. So let me put this under here. And for this one, I'm going to glue just this part of the waterfall, okay? And then I'm going to set this right up next to it. And lay that down right about there. Then do the same thing. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to cut right along the line here. And I'm getting my nose right on the camera. Or I should say right in the camera. Cut your sides. Okay. So there's picture number 2. And that fits just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Not much here to line it up with, but I think I can see where it goes. I'm going to put my paper back underneath, and you're just going to glue this part of the page. Am I on camera? I hope so. Okay. And then put this right, let's see, I think it goes right there. So there's that page. Taking it out again. Cut right along this line. Cut off the ends. So there's our 3 pages all lined up, and now we have 1 more to go. So that is going to be lined up right about there. Whoops, throwing my glue. Okay, let's see if I can get it back together. Alrighty. Just trimming along the sides. And I've got just a little bit hanging over, so I'm just going to cut that right off. So there is your waterfall. Plenty of journaling space. And then what I will do is, off camera, I will sew right along there, and your waterfall will be done. So that's that. So all we have to do is, once we get this all sewn together, we will put the waterfall right here. Now you can, and I probably may, put a little background page underneath. I mean, you don't have to, but if you decide to, I thought maybe like something like, I got these background pages from Artie Mays, so I thought I might put something like that in the background and then sit this on top. But it's up to you. You can put it right on the plain green, or you can put it on you can put it right on the, you can put it on the file folder, or you can put it right on the background page. So once we get it together, I think we will make the, before we glue this part down, we will make the little closure right here. Trying to think what I want to make it with. Maybe I'll make the closure with a piece of this also. Maybe that will look okay as the closure. Okay, let me see how that will look. Oh, that wouldn't look bad. So I will cut out the closure, and that is about, because you need some to go around, but I'm going to, that's about, that's about 1 inch, but then you have 1 inch showing, but then you want some to go underneath. So cut it about 2 inches, I would say, cut a piece off about 2 inches. And then I want to put that down on some cardstock. And let's see if I have some right handy. Here's a piece of file folder, so I will glue that right down first. And well, that doesn't make a difference. That's going to be folded under. So it is about 4 1/4. Actually, what you want to do is cut it basically about the size as your waterfall. So from the base, I'm going to draw a little line there, cut this off. And let's see, I want to probably score a little. Put a score line about, let's see, how wide did I say that was? About 1 inch. So I'm going to score at about 1 inch in. Okay, fold that like this. And then I want to cut the corners. Actually, you probably can use it this way. I'm just going to cut them. I'm not going to be fussy. Okay. So where's my waterfall? Okay, after you get it sewn together, you're going to, this will be underneath, and I'm going to miter these also. Okay. So you have your little piece here that's going to fit underneath and be glued there, and then we will put the little closure on, and the string will be put on before we glue this down. So let me distress this. Okay. Okay, so to make the closure, I've got, oh, I don't know what this is. I don't think it tells me the size, but it's a very, very little punch. And I'll probably do 2 of them. And I will glue them together. Phew, it's warm in here today. Okay, I've got these glued together, and then I'm going to punch a hole, eyeball the middle and punch a hole. So I think the middle is about close enough. Way off. Way off on that middle. Oh, goodness. That's what happens when you're so tired you can't see straight. All right, let's try that again. Gluing these together. Make a hole in the middle. I think it's the pattern that messes me up. Pattern on the paper. And I need, sorry, looking for my little, these. So, if I can get it open. My little brad. Well, that doesn't matter. It's not going to show anyway. So, little brad goes in the middle. My little piece of paper fell off the bottom, but that doesn't bother me at all. And I am going to eyeball the middle of this, which is a bad idea, but that's how I'm going to do it. Maybe put a little mark in there, about right there. Make a hole. Put my little brad in here. Close up the back. And there we have our little string holder. So after we sew our waterfall, clean up some of my mess here. After we sew together our waterfall, that's going to go right there. The string will be glued down underneath, come up and around and tie right there, and that will be glued down just like this. So there you have it. There's our waterfall all made. So I will be doing some sewing today off camera, and hopefully you guys understood my gibbering enough to be able to get it somewhat together before our next time. And when we come back, we'll have it all sewn and we will start decorating the pages. So we have this, if you want to do it like this. If you have other papers, and you don't have the paper with this, another thing I was going to do is I had my envelope, and I was going to add a CD CD envelope to this envelope. So if you don't do anything like this, you can use a CD case and that also will flip. That was going to be my thought until I discovered doing this. So I got a little bit of work ahead of me. And remember to flip out your flips and then sew down along on this side and this side. And the next time we come back, the base hopefully will be together and we can start decorating. I hope this helps you guys because, like I said, I'm on 3 hours of sleep and probably didn't make much sense today, but I'm hoping you got the gist of most of it and you can get your little base together, and then next time we will continue on. So you guys have a wonderful Friday. Do some crafting, stay safe. And we will see you next time. Oh, and please, if you're new to the channel, please can you hit the subscribe button, and that way you will know when the next video is available. And thank you all for your lovely comments. I really enjoy reading them. And you guys stay safe, be healthy, have a good Friday, and craft away. Bye-bye.